Yo, what's good, guys? Today I got a nice little test ride of the Triumph Bobber, the brand new 2017 Triumph Bobber. And there was a little initial ground test right here, getting it from over there next to the street triple to the road. I forgot my jumper. I'm gonna get crisp. They gave me 30 minutes on it, so that would be cool. Nice looking, isn't it? Cab. Oh, look how low this thing is. Okay, clutch is a bit close. This thing is the lowest bike I've ever sat on, boy, tell you that much. Oh, very smooth. Oh wow. Alright, I've got 30 minutes. Oh, a nice long first gear. So yeah, what's up, guys? I've been wanting to come and test ride the Triumph Bobber for a while, and here I am with it. I wonder if it's a thing of Triumph, so what, the clutch always releases really close. Oh look, they've got an adjustment on it, so I can change that. I'd like to change that. Oh, this was very nice, I must say. Very chilled, very nice. Nice smooth gearbox, the very Triumph-esque. Okay. There you go. I got the two-finger operation with a little adjustment on the clutch. That's a nice little feature. It's very smooth. You can feel a slight vibration, but it's a characterful vibration. Nothing harsh. I like the instrument cluster right here. Now I know that that's adjustable. You can adjust the tilt of it, like the angle it kind of faces you at. And I like the clutch pull is very light, and the position is very it's very neutral. It's like a chair. It's like sitting in a chair, but having a very minimal bend on your upper body, your arms just reaching for the bars. So like if I was properly like in a complete chair, I would kind of be like this a little bit, you know. So I'm a little bit leant over at the front, and my legs are very neutral. They are very 90 degrees. I must say it feels very nice, very comfortable for a long ride. Oh, this thing would be impeccable. And it's got a nice sound to it. Sounds very nice. It's got, you know, there's one thing I realized about Triumphs is they feel very refined. They feel very refined. Like there's just an extreme refinement feeling. Woohoo! Jumping out of the seat for a second there. And of course this is a 1200cc, if you guys don't know. It is very torquey. I mean, what 1200cc isn't going to have a lot of torque or power for that matter. It's doing a little random loop around here. Feels very nice. It was very smooth. The gearbox is very Triumph, very smooth, very like precise and delicate and nice. It's very foreign to me. If you guys are unaware of the kind of bikes I normally ride, I've always kind of owned naked bikes and dirt bikes, so it couldn't get much more different in terms of general feeling for me. I'm gonna try and get over here to the highway so I can test a bit more of the outright performance of the bike, but 1200cc is not going to be lacking really, is it? Let's face it. Suspension feels nice. It feels progressive. It doesn't feel too hard. It doesn't feel you know, too harsh. And you know, because the shock is like under the seat here, like I show you, because the shock is under the seat, if you can see that, that means, you know, that you've got, it's kind of hidden, but you have good suspension travel in itself. You know, you're not getting you're not sacrificing that for the style like you probably would if you were on a, you know, like a Harley or something. I don't want to say this is a Harley style of bike. I've never particularly been a fan of Harleys, but this is, you know, it's more laid back. but if you want to do that, you obviously can. What a nice amount of power. And I like the mirrors work fantastically. Yeah, normally the mirrors either look good and don't work so well, or the other way around, and you know, straight up, these look nice and work very well, so that's nice. It feels nice, man. It does, feels very nice. It's very smooth, you know, for a twin 1200 twin. I probably would have expected it to not feel this smooth. And again, it's this real refined feeling. The position is very nice. Now I know you can adjust the seat, right? You have the seat right here, which I'm pretty sure you can't do it on the fly. I'm pretty sure you have to have a tool for that. I think you can adjust this on the fly if you want it to be, you know, tilt further back or higher up. But the position is obviously very neutral. This kind of bike would be like that, wouldn't it? Let's see what it can do anyway. Yeah, that's a shit ton of power for Thailand. You don't need much more than that. Well, you don't need any more than that. I mean, gets up there quick too. You know, these roads are far from smooth. They definitely get in shakes, which I'm sure you can tell by my voice. Yeah, so the vibrations on the pegs I can feel a little bit more at speed, but you know, just go a gear up like that. There you go, it's smooth as butter. So I'm not going to go into the cruisability of it or anything like that. It's 1200cc, you can feel it's got loads of power, it's smooth, it's refined, it's a Triumph. There's definitely no way you're going to have any problems in that regard. You see the gear indicator right next to the, right up here, right there, says I'm in third. Nice having a gear indicator. And it's only got 83 kilometers on this bike. It's fresh, give it a nice little fresh. It says it's in road mode. See that? Okay, so we've got modes on this, have we? Fucking guy doesn't even know what he's doing. So what have we got here? Okay, so we got the usual trip stuff, how many kilometers of petrol, all of that good stuff. It feels nice, man. It feels chilled, it feels relaxed, but it's also got some early shifting. You know, you go a gear high. Look, I'm in fucking fourth. Still a nice pull of power. So if you would have saw the specs when I first put them up at the beginning of the video, you'll see that it's not lacking for this style of bike. I wouldn't have expected it to quite be this quick, if I'm honest. Try to stop somewhere here, show you the bike. I'll tell you one thing, it is very nice having such a low seat height, you know. I'm getting some looks there as well. You know, if there's a bike to stand out on, that's beautiful in my opinion. That is beautiful. And it says 1200 HT right there, which I'm 99% sure I'll put up on the video to confirm that stands for high torque. And the keys here as well. That's not gonna burn, is it? I'm a bit dodge. But yeah, that's it right there, man. Triumph 1200 Bobber, Bonneville Bobber. They do a cranberry red color. I call it cranberry red. Is it called cranberry red? It might be. I call it cranberry red anyway, and it's really nice. I must say, for just completely looking at a motorcycle, this really does it for me. It really does. I think it's a really beautiful bike. See the front right here, nice mirrors. It comes all decked out in my opinion. Apart from this, I'd take that right off, and I know you'd get like a mini waterfall hit coming up and hitting you on the back if you did that. Of course, that's just kind of what comes with the territory, but I would sacrifice being all dirty and then give it a nice clean afterwards. You can see the adjustment of the seat right here. The seat will slide back, so you can get quite a bit further back. I mean, you've got like a good, what, like 3-4 inches there, so that's definitely nice, and I would like to change that, but I think you can see here, it's these bolts. it's those 3 bolts, I'm pretty sure. So you can actually get quite a bit further back, and if it was me, I probably would do that, because I am 6'2". I am a very tall guy, 6'3", sorry, and it fits me fine. A little bit further back, that would be nice. It's very nice looking. You see this kind of carburetor design. They make it look like a carburetor, but it's EFI, obviously. This like kind of tulip exhaust, fuck if I know if that's the right way to call it, P exhaust, tulip. I like the way it cuts off like that, nice line towards the back. Personally, the only thing I think doesn't really work with it is this. I would take that off. But I mean, look at it from here. Just look at the stance of the bike. Try to imagine that's not there, that whole test ride back hugger, and just look at the way it cuts off so early. I mean, there was literally only one seat. No one else is ever going to sit on it, so I don't think there's an option for a passenger either. So you got a little clamp here. See this clamp here? There you go. And you got an adjustment. I'll probably put it somewhere about there. Clamp it in. There you go. Oh, it's a bit funny actually. There you go. Right, about there. It's very nice. I imagine if you maybe like put a black tint on that, kind of make it look a bit more customized. It is very nice looking, I must say. I do like it. Oh, it's burning my leg on the exhaust there. So you got a nice start up. Now the guy told me you pull the clutch in and then you just press the button there. Sounds nice. And what's this mode? That's got an M on it. Looks like that's for mode. Ah, rain, road, rain, flashing road, road, road. Ah, okay, press it once, flashes, and then changes to rain. So you have a rain and you have a road mode. I'm not the biggest fan on the electronics reducing power. I mean, if it was really wet, maybe. Thailand doesn't really accommodate that, so I normally just keep it in the powerful setting. It's really smooth. It's really smooth. I'm very surprised by just how smooth it is, actually, to be honest. Yeah, it's nice, you know. It's a very nice bike. I must say I do like this a lot. It's very nice. It's very cash, very cash. You know, it's nice to just be relaxed like this, and then when someone cuts in front of you and you're pissed off, you just go him off. Excuse me. Very nice, very nice. It has this real smooth, refined feeling, where when it's kind of the bobber style, kind of cut up, kind of don't f with me, I'm gonna f up kind of look in the world of these type of bikes, you wouldn't really think it would have. You know, now one minus for me about this bike, and a big reason why I don't think I seriously consider buying it, that is, I don't think you could wheelie it, you know, just because of that really low kind of position and that stance it has. I just don't think you could do it. If you guys can prove me wrong about that, prove me wrong about it. But sometimes it's nice to have a little hoon around. I get some nice wheelies on my MT-07. I'm no wheelie professional, but it's nice to do it sometimes. You could just say that's a sacrifice for the stance and the position of it, which I could understand, because I mean, as far as just how bikes sit and the line of this bike going long like that, this and the XD that I rode in Bangkok, I have to say I like this. I like the stance of this and that bike the most, more than like it's probably the stance of any other bike, to be honest. I think they sit really well. The way it's low and long, it looks really, really nice. It'll truck along like this really quite slowly and very smoothly, and then it will just fly. It's nice having a wad of torque, a big juicy slab of torque on tap. Can't really comment on the ground clearance because, you know, I'm kind of in town. The shop is located, Triumph is located right in town, so they said 30 minutes this time. I probably, you know, there's not really enough time, is it, to go searching for some twisties. I must say, in terms of just how this bike looks, I think they've done a fantastic job. I really have. I think it's the most beautiful Triumph that Triumph make. Especially, I mean, the Throxton R is a very nice looking bike, but I think this is probably nicer looking, I would say. You know, this is a really nice looking bike. Don't think he thinks much of it. Shrugged it off.
Alright, so I gave it a little bit pretty early off the clutch right there for a second, and I thought it was going to die for a second, but it didn't. I think there's a thing about twins. I've had the odd kind of stall on the MT-07, just the firing configuration or something, but they have a lot of character, man. Twins are fun. If you haven't really had a lot of experience on a twin, I highly recommend having experience on a twin. Did you see that guy at Chevrolet when he just shrugged the bike off? That's funny. So he might not think much of it, but what do you guys think of it? Do you hate the kind of idea of the whole thing? Would you not buy one? Would you buy one? Do you like it? Do you like it? I like it. I'm not going to try weaving through that small gap then, to be honest. I don't think I'd fit. Woo, I fit through that gap though. It's quite wide actually as well, where the foot pegs are. I lost the foot pegs for a second there. I was about to put the stand down. Where we've got indicators here. Oh man, I like it. I like it. I do like it. I must say, it's very nice. Very nice. There's a thing about Triumphs, European bikes maybe. BMW S1000R was similar. Ducatis are similar. They have a nice quality. They have a nice quality finish. They have a nice quality finish. That's definitely a standard higher than the Japanese stuff. It's very smooth, like it doesn't really chug down low, and then after that it has just a lot of power. You're not going to be lacking power, but at the same time, you know, you're not getting like, I haven't really found it to be wheel spinning torque. So if you're the kind of guy that likes to have a little mustache, one of those little fruity hats, like, you know, one of those ones you see in like Pirates of the Caribbean or some shit, you got a little tattoo and you wear those shoes without socks, you might like this bike. I'm only f***ing with you guys, man. That's a nice bike. I would consider this bike personally. For me, like, this is the kind of bike I might think about. I'd more seriously think about if it was like a second bike or something. I don't have that kind of money. This would be an expensive bike for me as a first bike, but nonetheless, it's still a very nice bike. I'm not gonna lie, it is a very nice bike. It's a bit of a funny bike in terms of it's not really hipster, I don't think. Well, I mean, it probably really could be, to be honest. But it is very. I don't really want to use the word cruiser. I don't really want to use the word Harley. I don't really want to use the word cruiser. You know, like chopper or anything like that. Really, to be honest, it just feels more custom. I guess you could say custom. It's got the nice pipes. It's got the nice. You know, it's like you know what it is. It's like a custom bike that you don't need to customize, if that makes sense. You know, it looks like it fits the bracket to be customized. Well, you know what it looks like? It looks like you customized it already. That's what it looks like. It looks like you went quite hard and customized it already, when obviously you didn't. I wonder how hot it gets as well. Being a 1200cc in Thailand is fucking hot as well. I mean, it's all exposed. I think it's right. But if you want a bike that's kind of retro looking, kind of cool looking, kind of custom, a little bit different looking, has all of the modern bells and whistles, and has your very refined quality feeling. You don't want to, like, you know, you don't want to have to go fixing the bike all the time. If you made this kind of style from an old bike or something, you just want something that's quality, a quality bike that has that kind of custom, retro, unique shop customized look. If you're that kind of guy, this is definitely consider this bike. Definitely consider this bike, because it's got you covered in terms of looking the part. That is for sure, 100%. Easy getting in front of me there on your little scooter, you know what I mean? Look, if you want to look the part and you just want to have power, you want to travel sometimes, even if you don't. I mean, I could easily drive this around Chiang Mai every day, no problem. It's got that tractable easy power. Oh, that would be the horn. And it's got a lot of torque for when you want the torque. That was neutral. It's got a nice gearbox, even though I drive like a knobhead. Yeah, I highly rate it. I highly rate it. It's a very nice bike. It is a very nice bike. The only thing I would say about it personally, I think it's a bit expensive. Yeah, but you know, that's like kind of stating what it says on the tin before you even think about getting a test ride of it. You know, it's a bit expensive, but you know, it comes with good brakes, comes with good suspension. Can't say anything negative about it whatsoever. Where's the key? There it is. I like the way the key's there. It's a nice place. Alright, that was the first ride of the Bobber 1200. Carbon cab. Very nice bike. What do you guys think of it? 1200 Bobber. Nice colour as well. Alright. So thanks for tuning in today, guys. Don't forget to hit a like, subscribe, share the video. And I'll see you guys in the next episode, man. More man out. Look at this view. That's a mad view. It's a crazy mad view.